yesterday. I still feel really good, and I just had a big desire to do block jerks. So what I want to do is make sure I get my pulls done. So I'm gonna do some muscle snatches, at most up to 80, and that's mostly just to, pull on something before I do snatch pulls. And muscle snatches are fun, like almost like a dynamic warm up, especially for weightlifting. And it's just a fun movement, and it's obviously not really that stressful, and it's only 80 kilograms. But I noticed my short with my deadlift I did the other day, like blown up relative to how my other shorts do, which is always cool to see. But I need one to hit a couple mil in views for it to really get my channel monetized. I think it's 3 million, it might be three and then five or something like that for shorts, but it's an absurd amount of views. But it's always nice to get any amount of views on anything, of course. But muscle snatch, like I said, then snatch pulls, just three doubles at 140, and then behind the neck jerks, which there's not a. I'm basically just gonna go heavy on them. I don't really know what I'm gonna get up to. Um, Last time that I did them, I missed 160 a couple times. I believe I did 155. So it'd be really cool to do 160 and make it feel pretty good. I do have the belt out here. We're just using knee wraps. It doesn't really matter too much for jerks. I'm also potentially going to play with the configuration of the blocks a little bit. So basically set up the blocks normal and then have the crash pads. And I might take the top block off. So the piece that's back there, I might just not use that and then use the crash pad instead. I want to see at what position it puts it in. Because when I stacked them all up before and put the crash pads on, it was just slightly too high where I feel like if I was dipping down just a little too far, I would touch the sides, which would, obviously mentally throw me off. Probably not like really mess up the lift, but obviously not ideal for feeling how you want it to feel. So I'll play around with that a little bit. So you're going to see the experiment with that. But muscle snatches, just singles. We'll do 40, 60, 80, just a couple reps. Maybe I'll do 40, 50, go by 10. But honestly, don't really need to do a lot of reps when it comes to muscle snatches. Don't really need it, frankly. It's just a fun movement to do. And lifting. So I'm just talking about the training I'm doing today. So some muscle snatches, some snatch pulls, and then I was talking about the configuration of the blocks for behind the neck jerks. So just kind of going through what the plan is and what I'm trying to figure out. But I kind of have, I have crash pads. You'll eventually see them during the session. And I'm trying to figure out the good height to have for my blocks, so I'm still able to dip down for the jerk, but still not hit the pads or anything like that. So that's the ideal state, the ideal thing that we're going for. But the muscle snatches just up to 80 kilograms, snatch pulls, three doubles at 140. I'm looking forward to those because I'm really trying to move my shoulders and hips at the same time. That's something that Dylan Cooper said, and it really kind of clicked well on snatches the other day. It'll be nice to reinforce with a heavier weight in this session, so those should be nice. And it's still like 75 degrees, so we're still chilling, and literally not chilling. It's actually hot enough where I can have the shed door open, which is really nice. But with all that said, I think I'm just gonna throw 40 on there and just start muscle snatching. I just threw the knee wraps on. I haven't warmed up, other than just putting the bar on the ground. But that's the nice thing with muscle snatches. You can just kind of grip and rip them. But I'm gonna do them with no hook grip and no straps, and just do 80 at the most. We'll see if the glasses will stay on. If they start to feel like they're sliding, I'll be blind. Heard a squirrel up there. Maybe the squirrel heard me. Schrodinger's cat. Oh. Nothing too crazy with that. Privyet. Or Privyet. Gotta roll that R a little bit, I think. Privyet. we're gonna do smaller jumps. 10 kilos. And just vibe. Just vibe it up. So 50 kilos. Easy. All right, 60. That's not good. Looks like it's better. Never got a hernia from anything. So I'm lucky with that. So, 2 more reps, so this and then 80, and then move on to some pulls. I don't know. Your Russian sentence says I cannot read Russian. I know привет, нет, and dushet. That's about it. But I mean, straight is kind of a misnomer with that. Your back should stay tight and stay flexed. No, I don't want to listen to your song. Probably not very good. With a name like that, it does not sound like a song I would like. All right. And my Russian friend, don't get mad. I step over the bar. I don't got space in here. I don't have space luxuries. Also, I'm not superstitious like that, but even if I was, I don't really have the luxury of space. One more. I actually can't remember the last time I did a heavier muscle snatch, or more than 40 kilos. But most I've ever done, I think, is like 90, 95, but a really ugly one. You don't sound like you're a professional bodybuilder if you're getting hernias from doing 120, 120 kilogram back squats. don't know if I want to listen from someone that doesn't train themselves. I also don't bodybuild, so I could care less about my muscles, how they look. All right, 80. Easy peasy. I'm old. I'm 31. What do you mean? I'm see, I don't understand the philosophy of like you gotta be really careful and avoid everything when you're young. It's like when I'm 60 or 65, like I'm probably gonna hurt no matter if I stop lifting entirely now, no matter what. Just being old hurts. I'd rather push my body as hard as I can now, and I mean, obviously I don't want to get hurt, but I'm not I'm not gonna, you know, tiptoe around lifting heavy weights because I'm worried about how I'm gonna feel when I'm 60. I'm probably gonna feel about the same as my dad does. Yeah, he's a healthy guy too, and I haven't had any degenerative diseases yet, but I'm not too worried about that. But I'm old. I'm 31. I'm over the hill. It's too late for me. I'm a third of the way done teaching. Yeah, I don't bench press 'cause I don't like it, but um, as far as it being good for weightlifting, it's if you balance it right because it will mess up your mobility, especially as you weigh more. I actually don't think that a lot of Chinese weightlifters, like if they bench press, it wouldn't really mess too much with them because they wouldn't be using as heavy as weights or necessarily building up enough mass in the front, or they wouldn't want to. So they control their body weight. They're like 100 plus kilograms and you're benching a lot, you're probably going to have front rack mobility issues. But for those guys, they kind of have to be hypermobile because they do squat jerks and stuff. And honestly, you just have to find ways to train your shoulders. I don't bench press really at all, and I just don't like it. I'll occasionally, like once a year, I do it probably like 6 times a year, and I don't really care about it. It doesn't really help me get better at weightlifting, and it's not a fun movement for me. But it's pretty true for most weightlifters. They don't really bench much or do a lot of it. Lasha does bench press though, and he's a super heavy. But it's a difference between like you can bench press, but if you're trying to like really push the movement, it's probably gonna impact your mobility, and usually doesn't feel good for the shoulders over time. But I mean, you can figure out the load and the balance and still do it if it's like you really like it for chest development and stuff. So it's not like you can't weight lift and bench press at the same time. But you certainly don't need it, and I get enough chest development just from like push, overhead press and push presses, frankly. So I'm not even like aesthetically worried about my chest fading away. But no, I don't like it. It's not, to me, it's like the worst movement. At least as far as enjoying it. Not worse for like your body or anything, but I'd rather do literally anything else. I also don't do dips though. I mostly just press. I think I'm just gonna go right to 140. I was gonna do 125 too, but kind of just get the pulls out the way. I keep feeling it in the crux of my thumb on pulls on like the second rep. So I don't know what that's about. I don't ever feel it in any snatch or anything, but yep. Yep. In conclusion, you can bench press. I just don't because I don't like it. I always get not from bench press really. I just don't like it as the movement. Dips are just hard, but if I do them enough, then I get good. Like I start to have to add weight in order to continue the stimulus, and it always irritates my shoulder. But I think dips are good if you can do them. I just never can get them to not hurt after I'll do them a couple times, and then it's like, all right, it's good. Have any amount of weight or add more reps, and it just starts to be uncomfortable. But that's more of a me problem than the movement problem. All right. So a little double. We'll do these at cluster as well. First set, so now second set. Just trying to move the shoulders and the hips up at the same rate. So not too heavy with those, but just trying to move positionally correctly. Appreciate it, Kevs. Kevs? Oh yeah, there's Kevs. Wasn't sure if I saw an S or not. I can behind the neck jerk 160 or more. I'll get pizza tonight. So you could say it's a matter of life or death. I really want some pizza. Let me guys set the blocks up. I could do them out of the rack, but it becomes too much of a hassle. Especially because I have these. So what I don't think, I think I can put the one I have here. So wood blocks, most of the time, they start with the biggest one, and they get smaller all the way up to the top. But I don't think it will matter that I put the smaller one up, and it's 12 inches, and then the 15. It shouldn't really make a difference. Let's see if I can see the other 12's over there. All right, so it should be okay, and it should make it a lot easier to load. Just to move, I should say. So we have that over there, but 8 people here watching me struggle, move blocks. So that would be topper back there if I do put them on, but I'm gonna see how it feels with and without them on, with the crash pads on top. The nice thing with boss like this is they stack any which way you put them. So in theory, it shouldn't matter how they're stacked. This is cardio for me. In actuality, with my job, I get actually not real cardio. Sometimes I do, but a lot of times it's just walking. I get so much walking. Almost always get 10,000 steps from just being at work. Alright, just eyeballing it, I'm definitely going to need the toppers on top, because the crash pads will put it at the same height as with the crash or the toppers on. Well, you can see I'm a lot taller than him still. So I gotta do a little core squat action to get it up, which is not really fun. Baby. So those will be good. They'll be all right. Scoot them out a little bit. Really have them set in the wrong way because the Velcro's on the side, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm gonna spread the blocks are a little bit too close to each other. So they're almost perfect though. Yeah, we get the other side too. Just a tidbit. I just had them way too narrow at first. There we go. All right. Behind the neck jerks. So I just did some muscle snatches and some snatch pulls. And now I'm putting it on my traps and trying to yeet it above my head. I would like, and there's a lot on the line today. If I can do 160, I can justify some Papa John's pizza. So a lot of pressure on these. I really want some Papa John's pizza. That sounds so good. But I need to do at least 160. If I do 160, I'll certainly be pleased. That's what I missed the last time I tried to go heavy on these. I did 155 and then missed 160 a couple times. I don't know who you're talking to. He's back. Nobody's even talking about that stuff anymore, bud. That's right, though. This says raw performance on it, and then there's a flag on the back. Yeah, there are a lot of Americans. You need to get some other interest, but I'm not even like against you, but I'm just lifting weights, brother. I'm out here trying to throw weight above my head. That. All right. I guess it's gonna be the political make Easter great again. That's true. This is for the Easter Bunny. I'm trying to do the jerks with the crash pads on them, keep them a little bit higher. So I don't gotta dip down as much to get the bar off the blocks. I really, I mean, honestly, if I had like another topper, it would be the perfect height. But that's essentially what the crash pads will do. So it's kind of nice because then obviously it absorbs it, so it's a little bit. Um, but what's nice is, obviously it absorbs some of the force coming down, but also it will, not be as loud, so the blocks also won't slide around as much. Was Tony? Sorry, Tony, I'm doing behind the neck jerks. I know last time I asked you, you said in the front, but I asked someone else today, and he said vintage lifts. I don't know if you know him on Instagram. Thick Turkish thighs said vintage lifts only did 150, which I've done more than 150. I've done 165 from behind the neck. I don't think I'm getting to that today, but we're gonna try to get 160 because we want pizza, and that's how you have to motivate a 31-year-old man, is make him have to try harder for pizza. I like his, like, I want to get a shirt from him, but I feel like I want the design to just be bigger on the front. I know it's bigger on the back, but like I want more on the front. And I guess I'm hypocritical because I have this, but I like the back of it. It has like a flag on it, and then it has lifters, different kinds of lifters on it, and it's from the gym that I go to. So owner is really excited. He's like, I got the weightlifter on there, all this, but um, okay, buddy, I need to get rid of this, bruh. MM is mhm. Yeah, and yeah, like they look cool. Like I like the idea of them, but I just want more YB normal type shirts, and I wish Weightlifting House had higher quality shirts because I got like I think it's an XL or double XL. It's still tight. I still wear it a lot, but it's definitely fading because it's just not as nice of a material. Um, it's not hook grip. Hook grip really should make one because I know it would be nice. Hook grip's got to start making that YB normal because I'm pretty sure it's not copyrighted. I don't know who originally made it. But we're gonna throw 70 on there, and we're gonna go yeah yeet and get it above our heads. Only bad thing about the crash pads is it does make it a lot more difficult to get weights on. That's good. The issue I have is like I like the whatever the material of the shirt, like that was really good for lifting, but like the letters didn't stay on very long. That started to fade, especially on the sweatshirt. I got a YB normal T-shirt and sweatshirt. I had another one a shirt, but like all the lettering faded a lot, really fast on those. But the actual material, I agree, is like really nice. Hey, Teresa, you're gonna see me throw weights above my head. Do a little limbo action. No, Fawn, I cannot. I in fact will not. That's weird. I have no physique. My physique is boulder. I am in the shape of a boulder. It's like a Geodude. That's my goal physique. Just a ball of rock. Alright. What am I looking? Oh, there. Alright, so we're up to 110 now. 70 felt fine, but it's a good height. That was mostly what I wanted to see with that. Do 1 or 2 reps. Honestly, feel really easy. So easy, I forgot to turn my camera on. Oh well. You guys was on the YouTube video. Just have to take my word. I did 110. Yep, always will be. So 140 now. Maybe we'll take the glasses off. They're starting to slide around a bit. But 110 felt real good. So this will just be a single. We'll do 40. This feels all right. 50, and then maybe go right to 60. Maybe go to like 57. You wonder why I always play, if I play music during these, it's the same music. It's because I don't get copyright from it. I've actually been copyrighted by this artist before, but they reviewed it and accepted it and really quick, so I respect that a lot. Because clearly this is fair use. Like, it's not substituting for the music. I'm adding something, not to the music, but to my lifting, and it's in the background, so. Mad respect. Alright, glasses off. We're gonna move it over a little bit. There we go. That's good though. Especially for that kind of jump. I wish I was handsome. Probably talking about Tony this time. Tony is the handsome one in the chat today. take the we're gonna take an aggressive jump. We'll go to 53. Cornell, 200 kilograms next. Thanks, entries. People can be weird in these chats, though. You gotta be careful. Well, Cornell's cool. He just trades futures in the evening. All right, so 53. This would be a really nice jump to get used to doing in this movement. Maybe I'm gaining weight. Can't get the belt one loop tighter. Probably not. All right. 53. Got that on. Stop this, I'm gonna pause it. Oh, it's really good. Let's call it actually pretty easy. Yeah, you gotta be careful around these parts. So, 50, 55, 60. This is for Papa John's. For an $8 carry-out special. It's a very big lift. If I can find the other clip, then it might not be. There it is. Over here. There. Oh, it's hard to get this place to scoot all the way in. There. All right, 160 now for Papa John's $8 carry-out special. It's gonna be my other sponsorship. Sponsor me, Papa. Gotta do the same baby comment, but 153 felt really good, and that was a big jump to that weight. So, when we man up, we'll be good. Yeah, yeah. Ooh. All right. It's really good. And Teresa approved. And Teresa approved lift. I'll franchise them. Dude, Cornell. That might have honestly been worth it. Mom, get the clothes. Alright. Now, the ooga booga part of my brain wants to go right to 170, but I did 153 to 160. So we'll go for what would be a lifetime PR at 163. Which actually I don't have to put more big plates on too, which is super nice. So this will be 63, 50, 55, 58, 60. No, maybe I do. I ran out of baby plates. No. Tragedy. I could put on a 1. That only makes 166. This is where the crash pad becomes a nuisance. One side. So, I believe I've done 365 in freedom units, which I believe is 166. Any which way, I'm doing 167. I didn't PR back to back. This was 166 is, or 365 pounds, whatever that makes in kilos, is my best. 160 is just the most I've done in a very long time. But, yes, 5-7. Sure you can do. Make sure just get my head forward and push the bar back. same tune. Come on. Oh, one more try. One more. Oh, that's close. That was close. Just hesitate a little bit. A little bit of apprehension. Might go with a copyrighted song. Let's find a. So we'll go with a banger. Go with a banger. Alright, song none of you know. I'm a hipster. We need the hipster tunes. .160 was really good to hit though, and to be confident enough to try it twice. It's 167. I got the little green kilos. But 160 was kind of the most I thought I'd be able to do, and I'm happy I hit it pretty easy. So eventually take more cracks at that, but honestly probably the next time I do it, go to like 165 and then see if I can jump above that. That was a pretty aggressive jump, especially because that's I haven't done 160 in a while, and I haven't done 165 or more in a long time. So that's good though. Let's see if we do the I guess I could have done this for all the sets. I could have just put it in the rack, change the weights, and take it back out, then turn the squat racks out. That's probably the smarter thing to do. Alright. Well, yeah, I'm definitely happy with the 160. That was, I really was worried that I wouldn't be able, like, I thought, obviously, like, going into the session, I'd be able to do it, but I certainly could have, it could have looked like how that 167 did. Like, it could have been the limit. But doing 53, going 140, 153, and that feeling good is really good, because then I can keep going to 160, how I did today, and then try to do more eventually. Put these glasses on so I can see. But yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that, that's for sure. So behind that jerks, usually I correlate pretty well to my normal jerk. For a while, actually I think the PRs are like the same. So I did 166 in comp, and I think my hand neck jerk is the same. So I think both are literally the same number. But yeah, it gives me a good point in the next couple weeks when I build up, hit more than 225 in the back squat, and then see if I can do more than that and keep building that up. But yeah, that's really good. 167 would have been crazy, but not for today. But the Papa is calling. The Papa be calling for an $8 special. So I'm gonna get on that. But thanks for stopping by. Deuces.